Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday at 2, and I'm here with some value for you. All right, I've got a couple products here. We've got Deep Blue, lotion, oil, and polyphenols. So the reason I wanted to do this live today, you see those? Is because, first of all, in case you don't know me, my name is Jessica Travis, and what I like to do is I like to bring value by taking research, science, and more complicated, hey George, hey Nancy, information and data, and breaking it down into ways that can be practically applied. So today I wanted to talk about what it is that you're putting into your body. Do you know what you're doing? And I thought that title might catch your attention. I might have tricked you a little bit because I'm not necessarily going to hit on not knowing what you're doing. But I definitely wanted to talk about this because I've in groups where there are leaders in doTERRA, meaning, so we are going to talk about doTERRA today, but we're going to talk about also just in general knowing what you're doing as far as what you're putting into your body. I've noticed that there are leaders in doTERRA, and by the way, if you guys have doTERRA friends or people that are in doTERRA that use doTERRA products, share this video. Go ahead, start a watch party, share it with your friends, because we're going to be talking about how to make sure that you're getting the most out of your doTERRA products and that you're using them appropriately and that you know what you're doing when you're using your products. So this would be a great one to share with people who are using the products, customers, other wellness advocates, people that are pretty consistently and loyally using doTERRA's products, such as the ones I have displayed here. I don't know how much of that you can see, but that could use a little bit more education about exactly what it is that they're doing, okay? So again, the reason this came up is because in a leader group that I'm a part of, there was someone asking, well, why can I take Deep Blue internally in a capsule, but I can't take the oil internally? Why is there a caution cap on the oil, but I can take it in a capsule? And I know some of you probably are like very much aware of the reason for that, but then when I started digging in that leader, these are leaders, there were several people that did not know the reason. So I thought, you know what, even though probably half of us at least know the reason, that means half of us don't. So we need to make sure all of us do, correct? So I thought we should just start with the very simple things first, okay? So there are products that are across the board, the soft gel component or the same named product is the same as the oil. In case in point, how about Copaiba? So we have Copaiba soft gels, right? A Copaiba soft gel is the equivalent of taking Copaiba essential oil in a soft gel coat covering delivery system and taking that oil internally. That's it. Yes, there are a couple of more ingredients in the soft gel that make up the actual gel that keeps the oil in and together so that it can get into your stomach. And so that's why you'll see other ingredients, glycerin, maltitol, which I know people have a problem with, modified tapioca starch. That's the stuff that makes up the actual soft gel. But inside, you guys, this is the point. Turn your bottle around. Turn your bottle around and read it, okay? On the side it says Copaiba resin, 120 milligrams. 120 milligrams. The only ingredient is Copaiba. If you look at your Copaiba essential oil and you turn it to the side, it says Copaiba resin, 60 milligrams. Did you ever know that there were milligrams per drop? So one drop is one serving. One serving is 60 milligrams. So how many drops are in one of these? 120, 60, 2 drops of Copaiba essential oil are in each one of these capsules, okay? So that is very clear, straightforward, but in case you didn't know that you could look at the side of your oil and find out the milligram per dose and calculate how much you're getting when you take one of these, you're getting 2 drops. So another thing that I love to do is look at, okay, you get 60 of these soft gels. How many drops are you getting in one of these bottles? You're getting 120 drops. How many drops do you get in one of these? 250. Which one is a better value? Okay, and I'm just saying, this is for me. I would much rather take this, make it into my own veggie cap, and have the versatility of being able to diffuse this, to put a drop in my mouth, for dental health, for all kinds of other things that we use Copaiba for and have a more versatile use. This and this and this cost about the same. In fact, I think this might cost a little more, might cost a couple dollars more, but you're getting twice the oil in this little bottle than you get in this, okay? Not knocking this. This is great because you can use this for a very convenient delivery system. You can take it in your purse. You don't have to worry about putting drops in a veggie cap and it leaking or it dissolving. I get it. I get all that. But if you're just looking to say, oh, I want to be able to take it, you can make your own. And remember, if you're looking at dosing, look at the side of the bottle and figure out how many milligrams you're getting. Okay, so that's a really easy one. Copaiba, 2 drops in each one of these, 60 milligrams per drop, okay? Moving on. Another easy one, Tri-Ease. Tri-Ease says on the side of it, lemon peel oil, lavender flower oil, peppermint plant oil. That means that in Tri-Ease, you're getting these 3 oils, okay? Peppermint, lavender, and lemon. So when you look at the side, you say, okay, it says 300 milligrams of oil. And then you look at the side of these, 60 milligrams per drop. So this one's not as exact. You're going to be getting a little less than 2 drops, because if you got 2 drops of each, what would that be? 360 milligrams. So if you got 2 drops of each in each one of these Tri-Ease, oh wait, this is per dose, and a dose is 1 soft gel, yeah. So that means that each one of these capsules, you're getting a little less than 2 drops of each of these oils in each one, okay? There are 60 in here. Again, the value is going to be much better if you use your essential oils and make your own capsule. However, this is very, very convenient. There's a reason I have these. I use these too. But what I'm saying is, be aware of what you're taking. Don't think that this is a completely different product than that. That is this is that. It's just a very convenient way of delivering it. It's just a way for people, like someone just mentioned, if you don't like the taste. Now, you're not gonna taste it if you make one of these, but the convenience factor. There's so many reasons why it's great to have these soft gels, but know what's in the soft gel. Know how much is in the soft gel. Don't just do it blind. Don't just not know how much you're getting when you take one of these soft gels. Oh, I'm taking about 2 drops of each of these. If you're watching how many drops of internal essential oil that you're taking, know how many drops are in each dose of what you're taking. Have an idea by turning over, yeah, so 5 drops. Thank you very much, Lewis Carlin. So do we know which one has 2, which one of those oils has 1 drop? We don't know. So it's a little under 6 drops. I'm moving on to Serenity next, Nancy. Okay, I started with the really straightforward ones. I'm still gonna stay a little bit more straightforward. I'll go to Serenity towards the end. On Guard. Okay, so we have On Guard. I've had people say, should I take the On Guard oil or should I take it in a capsule? They're not the same. We're starting to get to now ones that are not the same. On Guard essential oil is On Guard essential oil blend. But if you turn over, and I think most of us know this, On Guard has a plus. When you turn it over, you see that not only does it have On Guard, but it has, so it talks about wild orange and clove in addition to the On Guard Protective Soft Gel. So that means it has more On Guard, more clove and orange than what's in the On Guard, okay? It also has black pepper, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus. You know, I'm thinking, let me take that back. Wild orange, clove, black pepper, wild orange, clove, cinnamon, both cinnamons and eucalyptus and rosemary. Those are in On Guard already. So the ones that aren't already in On Guard are Melissa, oregano, and black pepper. So basically you're getting On Guard blend and you're getting Melissa, oregano, and black pepper in addition to that. So that is not just On Guard, but you're going to get those other oils in addition to that. So if somebody ever asks you which one should they take, ask them, do you just want the On Guard or do you want the super duper On Guard that has black pepper, oregano, and what did I just say? Melissa. So those are definitely more than just taking On Guard. So that's a difference. So this is one that's not the same thing, okay? Another one that's not the same thing, turmeric. So if you take turmeric essential oil, we know, flip it over, 60 milligrams of the turmeric rhizome. That's the oil. That's the tumerones, right? So then if you look at the turmeric duo chamber capsules, you have the turmeric rhizome oil, 160 milligrams. So that's what, about 2.5 drops. And that's 2.5 drops per 2 capsules now. This is a serving size is 2 capsules. Then you get 300 milligrams of the curcuminoids. So that's the powder, okay? So you're going to be getting, with this, just the oil, with this, you get 2.5 drops of oil plus the curcumin. So you're going to be getting both. Now we know that when you take this, because it has the oil and it has the powder, it increases the bioavailability. So that's a really good thing to know. And also, you start to think about how much is the max that I should have of turmeric in a day. You can do research and find out it's between 2,000 and 3,000 milligrams a day. Let's just say that your daily serving is two capsules and that's about 300 milligrams of the curcumin. And that's what they talk about when they say max daily dose. So if you took that twice a day, that would be 600 milligrams twice a day. And if the bioavailability is 10 times, then, you know, technically you could be getting like 6,000 milligrams worth in your body. But you have to remember, bioavailability and max dose are they're not linear. So my point is that you want to get an idea of how much you're taking. You just want to know. You don't just want to take stuff and not turn it over and look and see what's in it, and then not have any idea of how much you should be getting in a day. Because turmeric, our dual chamber capsules have turmeric in it, right? They have curcumin. So do our deep blue polyphenols. So does our lifelong vitality. So you just want to have an idea for everything you're taking. That's why I always say you don't take everything all at once. You look and see what it is that you're needing, or what do you think you should address in your body, and you are very aware and you're conscientious about it, and you know what's in the things that you're taking. So that's turmeric. All right, now we'll move on to the one Nancy wanted to know about Serenity. This was the one that the person asked about. They said, why, if I can take Serenity at night, why can't I take the Serenity oil? And so that was a teaching moment, because they're not the same thing. The Serenity oil is a blend of essential oils, right? This is a blend of essential oils. The blend is lavender, cedarwood, hoe wood, lang lang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla, and Hawaiian sandalwood. So that's a blend of essential oils. It's not meant to be ingested. It is a blend that's meant to be diffused and applied topically, and that's how it's used. But you can, in conjunction with that, you can also use the restful complex. This is not the oil in a capsule. It's not the oil in an oral form. What it is, if you turn it over, is lavender flowering tops oil. So it does have some lavender oil in it, but it doesn't have all the rest of those other oils in it. Instead, it has L-theanine, which we know L-theanine is going to help increase GABA, serotonin, even dopamine. This is very different than the essential oil. This is L-theanine. These are chemicals that impact neurotransmitters in your brain. Totally separate than the essential oil chemical makeup. It acts very differently. It's actually acting in your brain to affect neurotransmitters like I said, GABA, serotonin, and dopamine, and really help you relax and sleep well. So you're not going to be taking the Serenity essential oil internally, but you can take the Serenity Softgel internally because, turn it over, it is a plant complex. It is these are phytochemicals like essential oils, but these ones are to be ingested. They're designed to be ingested. So we want to know the difference when we're taking them ourselves and when we're teaching people to take them or teaching people about them. We want to be versed in just the basics. The oil is one thing. This has herbs. This has other things in it, and this is designed to take internally. It's not the same thing. You need both. You need both. It's not either or, okay? Same thing with Adaptiv. This is one that was huge when it came out, and I still hear people when they're teaching about it say, you can roll it on, you can diffuse it, or you can take it internally, as if all three products are the same thing, and they're not. So be careful with that. Adaptiv system is not 3 deliveries of the same thing. It's not, let me say it again. The Adaptiv system is not 3 deliveries of the same thing. It's 2 deliveries of the same thing and 1 delivery of a completely different product. So the Adaptiv oil is a blend of essential oils again, and then you have your roller, which is pre-diluted, and that one you can apply topically very conveniently. Those 2 are different delivery systems of the Adaptiv blend. The Adaptiv capsule, which is called a dietary supplement, is completely different. Yes, it does have the Adaptiv blend in it. It does have those same Adaptiv essential oils in flower blends, in herbal blends. That's going to be in the essential oil, in the dietary supplement. But it also has, and we've talked a lot about this, it has GABA, which is gamma aminobutyric acid. This is a neurotransmitter in your brain. It actually is also in your gut that helps you relax. It also has scaledium. We've talked about that as a precursor to like 5-HT. It acts like serotonin. And we've also talked about the ahi flower and how that helps as an omega, a really rich source of omega-3 for your brain. So we know that this Adaptiv complex is incredible, but it's not the oil in a capsule form. So please make sure that we're not telling people that the Adaptiv complex is just another way to take the oil. No, not so. Okay, and all you got to do to learn that is turn it over. Just turn it over and read the ingredients, and then maybe learn a little bit about the ingredients. You do not have to dive deep and have, you know, this extensive chemical and neurochemical and biochemical background just to turn it over and say, oh, this is an oil, this is other stuff. Okay, that makes sense. That's why this is a capsule and this is an oil. That totally makes sense. And so I know it's a little bit more heavy to take the lifelong bite. Oh, let's go to the deep blue. So again, someone also said the same thing. How come I can take deep blue oil and the rub and I can use that, and I can't take the oil internally, but then how come I can take the deep blue pills? They call them deep blue pills. These aren't deep blue pills. It's not deep blue, this stuff put into a pill and then you swallow it. No, that's not what it is. And I know a lot of you know that, but some people do not know that. So can we please educate everyone to know that the deep blue polyphenols are totally different than our deep blue essential oil and our deep blue rub. What's in the deep blue polyphenols is amazing, but again, it also has turmeric. There's also green tea, there's ginger, there's curcuminoids, which I just said, the turmeric, there's frankincense. Now this is really cool. The frankincense gum resin that's in here, and the frankincense gum resin that's in our Lifelong Vitality, a lot of people have criticized the research that we show, and a lot of times we talk about research about malignancies And a lot of research has been shown about certain malignancies with frankincense. And it's not talking about frankincense essential oil. It's actually talking about the frankincense gum resin extract. That's what the studies have been on that have shown the most promising results when we're talking about malignancies. So people have criticized certain people taking that and applying it to the essential oil, which it actually doesn't. The essential oil does wonderful things. It's powerful anti-inflammatory benefits, but the essential oil has not been extensively studied like the resin, like that gum extract has, and that is what has powerful. Look that up. Go to Google Scholar or PubMed and look up frankincense gum extract, and then you can look up that word that starts with a C. And that's where you'll see that there's been a lot of studies on that. So having something like the deep blue polyphenols or taking your lifelong vitality every day is going to be powerful in keeping you healthy and warding off the tendency of our epigenetics to switch on the gene that predisposes us to the C word. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But it's not the same. So when you look at the back of this, you're like, oh, this makes sense why this would be so powerful and help in times of increased inflammation and occasional pain and aches. That's why this works from the inside out, and that you can absolutely pair it with a completely different product, the rub and the oil. So I hope this helps in getting to know your products by turning them around and reading them, and getting to know what's in them will help you a long way in not only yourself, but then helping other people to be able to use these products in a practical way, get the most out of these products, and know that it really does take a variety. You're going to want to have all these tools and to be able to use them in the appropriate ways in your home. So I hope that that helps, and I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your day.